the show. But I'm waiting to get signals to find out if we have Sonny joining us via Skype, if Sonny is ready to join us now. And once we get the signals that Sonny is ready, we'll go quickly to Washington and talk to him. Okay, Sonny is ready. All right, so let's talk to Sonny now. Sonny, thank you for joining us once again on Sports Tonight. Yeah, that's the guy, Otumba Sonny Young. But tonight, Sonny, let's leave basketball a little bit. We'll talk basketball towards the end of this discussion. Let's start with boxing. You were there at the press conference for Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. What can you tell us behind the scene as we get ready for that big fight?
Very festive atmosphere, Toyin. And hello once again to all our Sports Tonight viewers. They rolled out the red carpet for both Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather at the Nokia Theater, which is located very close to the Staples Center Arena in Los Angeles, which is also the home arena, speaking of basketball, of the Los Angeles Clippers and the Los Angeles Lakers. My sense, Toyin, watching the two fighters, mutual respect from both. I thought they were very gracious. I didn't hear a lot of trash talk from either one. I think they realize the stakes on May 2nd, that this is just a monster, huge fight. I'll say right now, it's going to be the highest grossing fight ever. From a financial standpoint, Twin, the approximate cost, if you want to buy the fight here in the States, it's approximately $100. So I think there's going to be a lot of boxing parties, people inviting friends over on May 2nd to watch the bout. And rough estimates as to how much these two guys can make. And this is on the low side, Toyin. Mayweather, $120 million, and the Pac-Man, $80 million. And I think they're going to make more than that when the final pay-per-view numbers are in. I think you're going to have a lot of people saying maybe a day or two before the fight, yeah, let's check it out. Let's buy the fight. And yeah, it's going to be real interesting. I don't think it's going to be a slow fight. I think it'll be an action-packed fight, Toyin.
Yeah, Sonny, still talking about this fight. What would you give as a reason why there was so much mutual respect between these two guys? I was expecting to see the trash talk that we know Floyd for. Well, we don't know Manny Pacquiao for too much of trash talk, but I was expecting so much from Floyd, but it was calm, it was gentle, and there was mutual respect. What reasons would you give for these? Is there some arrangements behind the scene that is making it look that way?
Well, I think for some fights, Toyin, that they do have to do that trash talk, engage in the hype to build it up, to maybe bring viewers in or to get people to buy tickets. For this one, I think people realize that these guys are the best in their weight class, pound for pound, and that there's no trash talk needed. And on that note, in terms of the hype, Toyin, typically, you'll see several news conferences ahead of a fight of this nature. This is the only one they're going to have, the only news conference before May 2nd in Los Angeles, which, by the way, is where Pacquiao trains. He trains in Hollywood at the Wild Card Gym under the tutelage of Freddie Roach. Freddie actually gave the only trash talk that I really heard. At the very end, he gave a short little talk, and I won't say it on air, but he said Manny was going to kick Floyd's butt. I'll be polite and say butt.
Okay, Sonny, let's go to basketball very quickly. Sonny, tell me the secret. You've been spot on last 2-3 weeks with your predictions, and Austin is here with me. Austin is also wondering why, this sudden accuracy with your predictions. It's like you are seeing games before they are played.
I think it's the pressure of being on Channels TV that I got to get these predictions right toward. I've had my fingers crossed a few times, but my prediction this week, and I'll keep it local. Just a few hours from now, the Wizards are going to play the Memphis Grizzlies, one of the top teams in the NBA. They have the second best record right now in the Western Conference, and led by Marc Gasol. I mentioned Marc Gasol last week on air, the big Spanish player. And I'm going to pick the Wizards to win in an upset this week, Toyin. They have not been playing well, but I think, they're going to play well tonight against the Grizzlies.
Well, Sonny, we are getting to the end of the regular season now, and there are some very unusual names that are looking like names that will be in for the playoffs. Are you surprised? Milwaukee Bucks, the Hornets, Pacers, these teams are looking like they're going to push out the way.
Maybe the surprise team so far, Toyin, the Atlanta Hawks. I never dreamed they'd have this kind of season. The Pacers are playing well. They've been on a winning streak. And the Hornets, they're the club owned by Michael Jordan. And even a team that's rebuilding right now that still has a shot at the playoffs, the Boston Celtics, one of the youngest teams in the NBA. Danny Ainge, a former player on the Celtics, he's their general manager. He's been making trades left and right, bringing in all these young players. And they're only a few games out of the last playoff berth in the Eastern Conference. So, I am surprised at the number of surprise teams we have this season.
And another surprise could be the defending champions not making it. San Antonio Spurs, you think they can still produce magic?
I do, Toyin. They've been playing well lately. The other night, Tony Parker had a season-high 32 points. Tim Duncan got banged up a little bit this week, and there's still some concerns about him ahead of the playoffs. But I still say they're going to be a really tough team to beat when the playoffs roll around. They just have so much experience. That said, Toyin, I really thought Duncan was going to retire after they won the trophy last season. I figured he'd want to go out on top with the trophy. But, he came back for another season.
All right. Thank you so much, Sonny. We've enjoyed every bit of your contributions. As always, keep shooting. Best of luck with your prediction tonight.
Go Wizards! Go Wizards!
All right. That's our friend, Sonny Young. He's been very lucky of late. He's been hitting bullseyes with his predictions. But let's see what happens tonight with Washington Wizards. We really will keep our fingers crossed, as he said. And, next week we'll find out if as early as tomorrow, if Sonny got it right this time or not. But Austin, I must thank you so much for your time on the show.
Yeah. I was just remembering Sonny Young when I asked him if the Washington Wizards was going to beat Miami Heat. And then he got it on point. I was actually rooting for the Heat to go up to win the game because I didn't want Sonny's prediction to go through. And then they lost just 2 points. Sonny was on point.
Was on point. Yeah, he's seeing games before they are played these days. All right, so we'll go on a quick break now. When we come back, we'll have to get back to football very quickly, just to get back the groove of football. And then, don't forget, my special guest is still waiting somewhere in the house, Gloria Luzier. Keep those questions coming. But let's pause a little bit, go on this break, come back, talk football and basketball. That's Dumnodio Konta and Femi Adifeso joining me, and then we'll pick it up from there.